Joe, full circle, back at Colchester United, how does that feel?
Yeah, strange again, like having gone back to Gillingham where I started and having a bit of time there, and now I'm back to Colchester where I actually started as a youth coach. My coaching career, it's good to be back.
Yeah, and you're going to be taking the group of 18s, which at Gillingham you've worked in for a little while, but how different has it been with all that first team coaching experience to then transfer that to the youth teams?
Well, that's the key thing. I think that having that 15, 16 months at Gillingham has given me an opportunity to try and transfer senior coaching, if you like, at times. And I want to bring that now to Category 2, test myself at that level as well, help everybody as much as I can, and the main thing is to try and help the young players develop using the experience that I have working at first team level.
Yeah, and how difficult or easy is it to have that development, but in the back of their minds knowing that winning games in League 1 and League 2 is the be-all and end-all?
I think the key thing is knowing what they're going into, giving them the experience of, why you do things. At the end of the day, everybody wants to play for the gaffer. They want to be out there playing. It's something that I tried to bring in at Gillingham, knowing what it's about and what it's for. There is an end game. There has to be a reason why you're doing it at youth level. The goal is to make the 21s, to stay around, and then to obviously move into the gaffer's team. And then when you train with the gaffer, being able to hold your own in the training session. So there's a lot involved, and getting them EFL ready will be a big part of it. And I hope I can bring that experience to them, not just making them understand that youth football is the beginning of something nice. You're doing it for a reason, and the reason is to represent the club.
Yeah, and as well as it being a very nice career that they'll have if they become professional footballers, it's also one of the hardest to stay in.
Exceptionally hard. We all know ex-pros, people who've been in the game for a long time. The starting bit is nice. You're already on a 2-year contract or 3-year. You've got the luxury of maybe hopefully jumping into the 21s. But your goal is to be out there every week in front of the fans, making a career for yourself. And if it can't be here, making sure that we produce people durable, robust and resilient to be able to go out and make a career, whether it's high level of step 2, step 3, or maybe even step 1, or Football League. Our ambition is to make sure we produce young players.
Yeah, and how important is it that what you do at 18 level and what the guys do at 21 level mirrors what we're doing at first team level?
Well, I'm of the belief, and it's my opinion, that first team are vital. They're vitally important. The first team manager, what his needs are vitally important. We need to do everything we can as a club to support the first team, whether that's supplementing players, supplementing the 21s, which obviously Elliot's doing, and making sure that we create a pathway to the first team if we can. And when they get there, it's all right. You've got to be ready. And it's not just football, it's a lot of other things. It's the emotional aspect of the game as well, and the ups and downs that come with it. And we just feel we can hopefully help supplement the group if we can, either now or in the future, and players to take responsibility for their development as well. And I'll be pushing that. I think resilience is one thing I'm big on with young players, and they have to understand what it's like to represent the badge of Colchester.
And for you personally, how easy or tough a decision was it to come back in and coach here?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I can't pay enough credit to Brad and Shannon Gallinson and the people at Gillingham who made my life really easy, really, to be honest. I mean, I was unsure about starting again at youth level, having had spent over 20 years at first team level. The change was difficult initially, but the people at Gillingham made me feel fantastic. And obviously, stepping back across now here, it's Category 2. It's a new level of playing. It's more national in terms of the league. The level of player slightly different. That's a challenge. I want that challenge. Stepping back down, I want to learn more about what young players are like coming through. Because back in 2000 and wherever it was, 3, when I started in the youth team, I think youth football is different, a lot different. I mean, I think back then there was a lot of resilience and toughness and a real robustness. Now it's slightly different. The game has changed a little bit at that level, and I want that challenge. It's there's a lot of boxes it ticks for me. One especially as I'm closer to home, of course. I'm still a Colchester lad, if you like, and being closer to home helps. Of course, I can dedicate even more time to the development of players, and it's nice to be back in an environment that I've been used to for like many years.